my name is Caitlin and welcome back to Cait Straight Up. Today we are going to make a catering classic. It's almost at every party you go to, I bet it is. We are going to learn how to make homemade chicken marsala. It's one of my favorite go-to recipes. It's super easy. People are like kind of impressed when you make it, but it's really not that hard. So I'm going to show you my stuff right now. This chicken marsala recipe can technically be done in one pot. You could cook your chicken stovetop, however, I don't really like to do that. So I want to cook my chicken in the oven at 375 with just a little bit of salt and pepper and olive oil just to kind of get it going. It doesn't have to cook all the way through, but just to brown it on the outside. And now it's time for our delicious sauce. We are going to put about 1 to 2 tablespoons of olive oil into our pan and allow that to heat up. Once it's heated, we're gonna add about 2 to 3 cloves of garlic. You don't want your garlic to be too overpowering, so you're just gonna allow it to saute up in that oil for a little bit. Just kind of get going there. Once you have your garlic kind of going and it's all covered in the oil, it is time to add our sliced mushrooms. Whatever of your favorite mushroom will actually work in here. I have just some plain old regular mushrooms that I'm gonna put in. So we're just gonna kind of stir up our mushrooms and our garlic and our oil, and we are gonna allow them to cook down, allow the mushroom juice to kind of come out a little bit and kind of brown up, just to kind of get them sauteing before we add our few other ingredients, because this recipe is super easy. There's not much to it. Once your mushrooms cook down to the point where they are soft and kind of the juices are starting to come out, it is time to add the rest of your ingredients. So we have 1 cup of Marsala wine. Love this stuff, so good. And then we're going to do a little bit of parsley. You could do fresh parsley or dried parsley. I like to think whatever you got in your kitchen. Don't run out for fresh parsley, dried is fine. After that, we are going to do some salt and pepper. Of course, to taste, I don't like too much salt. This is a really nice kind of oddly light dish, so you don't want to really puff up after you eat it, so just a little bit of salt would be plenty. All right, so you're just gonna stir that up, cook it on medium to high heat, and allow all your flavors to mix together. We're gonna add our chicken to this pot eventually. So we're just kind of getting it going, mixing it together. It's honestly smelling good already, but there is one remaining ingredient. Now, I have to be honest. I have to talk to you guys about this one because it is a chicken dish, but we are adding beef stock. Now, I'll tell you how I came up upon this fantastic change to my recipe. I was trying to make it for my husband's aunt one day. She was like, chicken marsala is my favorite. I would love to come over for dinner and have it. And I was scrambling and I had no chicken stock. I only had beef. So I was like, hey, whatever, let's go for it. And I looked it up on the internet and a couple of some pretty high profile people, I saw that they kind of swayed too. So I think it's something that you should try. We are doing 1/2 cup of beef stock into our marsala sauce. And we are going to allow this to cook for 5 to 10 more minutes on medium to medium high heat. Nothing crazy. Let it boil up a little bit. Let that kind of marsala wine cook off. Then we're adding our chicken and it's almost ready. After you let that cook together, you're going to add your chicken. Just drop it in, kind of squeeze it all in there. We're going to allow it to simmer for another 5 minutes covered. And then it is time to serve. Now, before we cover it up, I like to make sure that the chicken's on the bottom, the mushrooms are on top. So just kind of move it around in your pot until everything's set up right. There we go, some sauce on top. Perfect. 5 minutes covered, medium heat. And there you have it, guys. Delicious, 1 pot, kind of, depending on how you cook your chicken marsala. It couldn't be any easier and it tastes so good. You guys are going to love this one. I can't wait to see the comments. It's going to be delicious. Subscribe to Cait Straight Up for more fun recipes every Tuesday. If you have a question, comment, want to just talk to me, go ahead and tweet at me at Cait Straight Up. And other than that, guys, we have so many fun holiday recipes coming up this December, so make sure to tune back, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.